poll on Flux versus Ergo from an interoperability perspective. I guess we could take a look at the results for that. I found the results interesting. Let me see if I can pull it up. So I said, which proof of work chains have the most interoperability? At the moment, I can only really think of Run on Flux and Ergo. There's a lot of discussion lately by big crypto publications surrounding this topic. Ergo gets a big boost from Cardano. Flux has centralized services and VC funding boosts with its connections to ZIL Core. Which do you think has a better chance for interoperability? Obviously, there is a carryover between the two, but just for fun, it looks like 64% voted for Ergo so far and 26% for Flux. I guess the question would be, let's go to CoinMarketCap. I think the market is also choosing Ergo. I can't even open up CoinMarketCap. Is something exploding? We could go to Gecko. Let's see, Flux. And they have compare here too, right? No, that's just similar coins. Thought there was a compare, but let's look at the past year. Flux's trend is, I guess it says, is that right? No, that's not changing with that. Why does that not change? So for the year, it's down 70. Flux is down 73%. Let's take a look at Ergo. And for the year, Ergo is down 12% for the year. So Ergo is performing a little bit better than Flux. Past 30 days, Ergo's actually up. So seems like polling reflects the market pretty solidly there. Do I know anything about Metaplanet? No, I haven't looked at Metaplanet. Is that a crypto? I see stock for it. Let's see. Metaplanet shares jumped 22% after unveiling plans to buy $5.4 billion worth of Bitcoin, aiming to become the second largest Bitcoin holder among public companies. Stuff doesn't make any sense to me. Why is everybody doing this? How can you just have a company whose only existence is to own and hold Bitcoin? I don't get it. Like, I feel like it should be illegal if your only strategy is to hold, like if the only purpose of the business is just to hold Bitcoin, I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. I don't know. It's crazy to me. So apparently it's a Japanese investment firm, and its stock skyrocketed 12% on June 9th. The announcement came on June 6th via an update to the company's stock acquisition rights program, where Metaplanet unveiled its so-called 555 million plan, a major expansion from its previous goal of holding 21,000 Bitcoin. Under the new plan, Metaplanet aims to increase its Bitcoin holdings from 8,888 to 210,000 Bitcoin over the next 2.5 years. The company currently holds that much that we talked about, following recent purchases of 1,088 Bitcoin disclosed on June 2nd. The 555 million plan targets 100,000 Bitcoin by 2026, 210,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2027, and estimated total acquisition cost of $21 billion US. If executed, Metaplanet will become the second largest public Bitcoin holder, trailing only Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy, according to BitBo data. So there you go. What did they do beforehand? hotels. I don't know if this is good for Bitcoin or ultimately bad for Bitcoin. It's just a gold rush, right? At the end of the day. It's just a gold rush. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's companies fully... Are there, like, companies whose only purpose is to hold custody gold and silver? I assume there are, right? That's for the price to go up. So it's similar, yes. But I don't even know, like, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, they're not contributing to society. So there are two types of people in this world, and it crosses over into companies as well. There's two types of people. There's producers and parasites. I think companies that purchase a limited supply asset are parasites. They don't produce anything, they're useless, and they shouldn't exist. Now, if your job is to transport gold from point A to point B for a service, then okay. But that's my thought. I think the MicroStrategies, the GameStops, and the MetaPlanets are parasites. That's what I think. And I think there's a lot of people like that in the real world too. You know? We all have to balance that out, and I think like a balance of that is important. Like, I guess it's okay to have Bitcoin on the balance sheet, but what is the service you're providing to society that justifies your existence in the first place, right? Because at the end of the day, like, if you don't serve a purpose to produce and contribute to society, then like, I don't feel like that should be a valid business, right? All right, boys. So I'm going to shut this down. I'm debating. I'll probably continue streaming over on I'll continue streaming over on Twitch. So everybody on YouTube, I'll be over on Twitch and Kick.